Hey Pack Leaders, is here. Friends are for thanking family from Pack. So today I'm going to do an update on the profits. Today's another positive green day. Let me show you here. Let me switch over. So I kind of took the numbers here. So let me do this. This is another account. I took the numbers, but I want to make sure that you can compare and contrast. This is my other browser right here. There it is. So from today, the 5th, maybe a few trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 today. Yeah, 8, 5. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I copy and pasted this down here. See, it kind of ends in 7, and this is 4. Okay. So I went ahead and just copy and pasted that here. 7, 4, pasted it, summed it up. Today's a $42 day. Yesterday was a 141.50 day. And well, I'll take a green day. It's still good. It moved up quite a bit today, but I wasn't able to get in as much. So we need to kind of work on the settings there to get in on the uptrend. It is a little more difficult as it's moving up. People try to catch it, right? And as you finally you catch it, then it goes against you, and that happens quite a bit. So that might be why. But as soon as it comes down, we catch them all. But then as soon as it pops a little, we sell real quick, catch it, sell quick, catch it, sell quick. So it's just kind of the dynamics of it for now. So we'll see how things go. I'll report again tomorrow. I think there were some things that we noticed was the trend. The trend was down on certain, or actually up today, but it didn't register as a trend up, and it kind of had a little more restrictive settings. So I've kind of laxed those a little bit. It's kind of made a little, I call it blindness, where you can't really like track the trend so close and then kind of measure it right here. You kind of have to have some blindness where you measure down here and here, and then between these 2 points is the blindness of where is that point. So if this point happens to be greater than the larger time frame, then it's trend up. But if this happens to be inside that time frame of the larger time frame, then it's sideways. And if the smaller time frame is below, it'll then be trending down. Okay. Now the reason why for the blindness is because if there's no blindness and this bottom part is too close, well, as soon as this moves down, it's going to register down. This moves down, it registers down. As soon as it moves down and pops back up, it's back in sideways. So you have to have some kind of a give or a leeway for it to be blind in a sense, to kind of move these numbers a little bit far apart. So it'll be blind for maybe an hour or something like that. And then so when it moves down, you have about an hour of it to kind of do what it needs to do. So it'll register downtrend until this large time frame kind of catch up to it, and then it kind of moves down. So it has to kind of move faster within an hour to keep it downtrending. So if it moves down within an hour and then an hour has surpassed, then this will catch up to this, and then it'll register sideways again, if that makes sense. Okay, so in order for trend, it has to move along with the blindness that we have set. Okay, so I wish that I had a better variable way to kind of determine what the blindness is, and there might be a high-low trade zone here where we have it for the day, and then we might have a little center zone here, and we kind of just register as a low until it trades within that center zone. So that's kind of what I think. Maybe I'm kind of thinking to myself right now, masterminding with myself on the video. So I'm kind of thinking maybe there might need to be a little buffer, a tolerance zone, where we have a large time frame, and even though it comes back in, it has to be within a certain tolerance inside of the large time frame in order to register a sideways action and do that dynamically. So I don't have to have a fixed time frame, because you never know how long it's going to take as this follows down and whatever and all this other stuff, right? just me nerding out. All right. So, anyways, we'll report back tomorrow. Where's Bitcoin gonna go, up or down? Well, it's been going up quite a bit, and it's usually the slow and steady rises that you want to be worried about, as far as it, going against you. So I believe that since it's a slow, steady rise, it's probably going to continue trending up. Okay, so buy some Bitcoin, long it, go from there. That's just my my unauthorized advice to you. Whether you take it or not, it's not my fault. and go from there. So will it crash and drop? Yeah, it could totally do that. But usually the dumps goes when it goes way too high too fast. So there's a certain velocity or acceleration when it goes way too far too fast, then it just yanks down and slams down real quick. So when you notice that it just pops out like 1,000 in 15 minutes or something like that crazy, it's just like, oh man, you better take profit and get out, right? Or if it dumps down too hard, then guess what? It's gonna probably pop back up quite as fast too. Okay. But the steady rises, they can go for weeks and months and weeks and months, and it's just like you just keep riding it up, and trying to get in is hard because it's like it might come down for like $20-$30, maybe $50. Then I'm talking about the time when it was going from 6,000 14,000 like a couple years ago. Trying to get in on that is hard because it kept going up, and you're trying to chase it. As soon as you finally get in, and then you kind of get in a bad position, it dumps down on you, and it could move just enough to get you out of your position by liquidating you, and then take off and see you later kind of thing. And it's so elusive in a sense, but I think we've learned all the tricks. I don't know, maybe not all of them. It still can pull something that I've never seen, like yesterday where it dumped 1,200 in less than a minute. So I wasn't prepared for that one. So, but I will be now. So we're gonna be working on some strategies on counteracting. Oh no, the counteracting. What's the strategy to counteract? Yeah, I guess that's the word. Counteract that scenario, and it could, be okay to do so, but it's a really rare event for it to happen. Either just blow it off and just continue what we're doing. Sometimes we might make a change to counteract that, and from what we've learned of counteracting that actually goes against us on the future trades. It's just really interesting. It's just like the art of war, you call it. You win the war through deception, making them think that you're going one way. They put all the resources there, and then you fake them out, and then you're like, oh man. Every time you go in, you're using resources to go in, right? But you have to make sure you use the resources the right way, because as soon as you expense all your resources, you kind of lose the war, which kind of like going back to fiat money and all that stuff. Like, that's why governments like fiat money, because if you wage a war, you can't just say, sorry, I lost the war, guys. I ran out of gold. I have any gold in gold vault, so sorry. We just let them, take over and, whatever, right? You don't do that. You're like, hey, you have no more gold. Guess what? You're gonna win this war no matter what. Just print some money, and you spend more than you have, and then by the time you're done with the war, you're like, dude, well, let's just spend more money now to kind of boost everything and build everything back up. And then so now it's all about using the military to force or provide a demand for that fiat money. The mob boss, call it. Anyways, it is what it is, and it kind of just evolved to this, and so it's just having an understanding of the way it works. Eventually it will come to an end. Just be prepared for it, and I'm sure that we're all smart and of course relying on Christ and God, that it'll all come to fruition. I'm sure there's a lot of great brains out there trying to figure out what to do next and how to maybe come with a new monetary system or something like that. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. We'll stay tuned for